Hello, this is Postdoc Chronicles week number 117. And before we go into it, let's talk about this game I'm currently playing on my Nintendo 3DS, Yokai Watch. So, this is one of the games that I initially dismissed, as a blatant Pokemon rip-off. So, when this came out, I didn't play it right away because during the time I was still addicted to Pokemon. Recently, I was very, yeah, it's playing the cutscene right there, but I'm very, really very disappointed with the Pokemon Sword and Shield, especially, with the recent Crown Tundra DLC. All the other Pokemons are still not in there. But this one, I decided to give it a chance. And again, one of the reasons that I did not play it, aside from me thinking that it was just a Pokemon ripoff, is I saw some of my friends, when we were like still playing in Techno Hub every Friday, that it's very touchscreen intensive. Like you have to do the battle scene, you have to whip out your stylus, and then just recently I discovered that you can actually play it with buttons, not using the stylus. But eventually it gets really hard. I really had to use the stylus eventually. But yeah, I gave it a chance, and man, it's very nice. Definitely, like I'm playing like Pokemon Shield. I'm definitely enjoying this more than Pokemon Shield. Pokemon right now is a very easy game, but this one is actually pretty hard. So what you do here is you collect. So it's a whole monster collection game, just like Pokemon, Digimon, all these things. But you collect these things called yokai. Basically, these are ghosts that in spirit or embody some everyday objects or people, and then you collect them, you befriend them. But it's very nice because the battle mechanics, the fighting reminds me a lot of Xenoblade, where you don't have a direct control of your characters. They just attack on their own, but then every now and then you have this thing called the ultimate, where you can activate it. It's like the ultimate move. And then there's also this thing where the enemy yokai could sort of in spirit or lock up your yokai, so they can't move, they can't do their usual attacks. And then what you do is you rotate them at the back, and then you purify them. It's very hectic, so you have to like so before I was just using, I was trying to use the buttons only. But man, when it comes to like battling boss yokais, it becomes very hard. I had to whip off my stylus. But so far it's very nice. This is the my 3DS is modded, so I'm using the undub version, because usually if there's like an undub, if fans make an undub build of the game, I usually go for that instead of the English translation. And by the way, this is also level 5, and yeah, I decided to play it as well because of the recent news that level 5 is like laying off some employees or something like that. They're having a problems with in their US branch of their company. So maybe in the future, I don't know, Yokai Watch 4 won't be localized. We'll see. But yeah, the first three Yokai Watch 2. In 2, I learned that they eventually went the route of Pokemon, something like blue and green. There are like two different versions with different yokai. And then there's like a third one, which is like an ultimate version, and it's like that. And then the same thing happened to Yokai Watch 3 for the at least Japan version. But then the localized one is just one title, which is very fortunate. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this right now. Yokai Watch, if you have a 3DS, check it out. And postdoc update. So very quick, for the PMSSM general scan. So I had problems where I have events with very low efficiency, and then I couldn't combine them. When I attempt to produce a root file out of the different electronic processes that I was tasked to generate when updating them from release 19 to 21. So I gave a short talk in the roundtable last Friday in the meeting. And then I was actually there's this guy Jordan Stark, who is he's very good. I think he's been with Atlas for a while. But he said he tried to look over my code and then see where where the efficiency problem might have come up. And then so we're both of us together, we're looking at it, and then we're trying to he did something. And then I'm still gonna last Friday, and then I'm still gonna test what he did with the code, and then check if the issue still persists. But also, last week we had a round table, or rather a meeting with the Madanalysis people, and then with Checkmate, because like I said, I was incorporating the sbottom search from Atlas in into checkmate, and then I'm having a problem with the signal region B. So there are like three signal regions. Signal region A is fine; I can reproduce the cut flow as well as C. But then signal region B, which is a compressed spectrum, I'm having a problem. And then it turns out I thought it's just because I'm a noob, but then it turns out that the people from Madanalysis, they also have these things where they look at cut flows. They're also having a problem with that specific signal region B. So we talked with them, with Benjamin Fuchs, and then his colleague, and then with me and Christoph. So we talk about what's the problem. The weird thing is that when Christoph did the generation himself, so I only generate 10,000 events because of the lack of space, like I always mentioned on my laptop. But then Christoph attempted to generate 100,000 events, and in his generation, his is actually very close, to the Atlas cut flow, and it's very weird because I asked for his MadGraph input cards. Our MadGraph input cards are very very similar. Like there's only like one option that is different, but I don't think that difference matters. Like something to do with the use systematics. I don't think it's very relevant, but all the rest, the input parameter cards, the run card, the Pythia card, all the options that we used for the CKKWL matching are the same. But in his cut flow was very nice. But then my cut flow is very similar to the math analysis guy, where there's a problem, And yeah, so we're still looking into that, and hopefully we can solve it. And also, this Wednesday in our University of Florida Reading Club, we'll be meeting with this guy, Keisuke or something. He's an expert in action and strong CP problems. So I'm gonna read the paper on QCD action. It's like a review paper, early 2000s, and then we're gonna talk with him. He's gonna give us an overview of actions and its role in the strong cp problem. Then we're gonna bombard him with questions. Like it's like we invite experts in our weekly meeting, and then he's gonna do it in my time slot. It's gonna be Wednesday this week on 10 p.m. So I'm gonna talk more about that in the next Postdoc Chronicles. But anyway, this is Postdoc Chronicle week number 117. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.